I'm down on your way. No front, what do it? I'm just a jelly. Sure, and I can see where, see where, and I can see where, man. But when you yourself out the way, and I will see where, when we buy, see you. See where you go, I'm there, is it your home? See, I'm down there, see, I'm down, and I say, where you go. I'm ready, and one, Apple Caddy. Back away and one, you can't say you away. Back out one way, you play a must, yeah. You mean that back at what, watch you on. I got daddy, I got body, yeah. Back out, I got you away. And me don't know, we love your cover. All I'm on your way. Well, I can't come on your way. I want to look over there. Well, I'm about to your life. I don't know we go ahead. I never see where it's going. I will stay one way. When you are calm, leave. What we fly? What was the same over? I never see you ever. You get never jar. You say I see you. You see more of life, say I see you. I start to Cuba away. You say I see you. Say take away, man. You say I see you. I need a more change the put. So people. I'm a player, I'm a jiggler, but I'm a get like a lawyer with you. But I play what you say. I decide. Say, party, I decide. You do what I'm about it. But you feel that they will do. Daniel Sayo, Saya Chela won't play on you. Mono to a go. For someone that does a power, can you won't play on? If I don't say you age, I cannot get right. Don't tell me why no lion there you. I depend on my champion. We want to buy the TV. Oh, I'm a terrible by the way. I feel by the way. I don't know see what I say. Who will lie? Now what you want to buy you lie? Sinoe County, and your way. Oh, they lose their salary and I can see no help. I'm like on my way, yo. When I'm just like I'm taking away, what they doing? You do no job, oh, boy, your way, oh. You know, bye, bye, what if I my way, baby, I want you. I want to go away, no. Mama, happy where you can away, I'm only. But I got no doubt, boy, we go. But I play up when we are more, boy, away, baby. You might go around my way, do, baby. You might not get your power, oh, way. Okay, I'm not right looking. I'm letting the car away, enjoy it, you. One day, yeah. The matter away from my family, I can't do it. Pull anyway, for your day, for your life. In my prayer, when my prayer went, you know, when you say go. Can you tell me, say, you know, go, why we go? You have them on my way, where you go. Benito lo say your song, power lao. Doctor say your song, and I power lao. Sia Romeo say your song, and I power lao. Power lao, he say see. My boy, it say your song, and thing I'm blowing, say go. Proud to say your song, and power lao. Every day, you do all day. I'm just talking la way. Kirale, I'm baby amo. What we like? Bruce Lee slow way. Back up, what we like? That one is dead, stay on so. They are more for your window. That one till you are away. I'll bring you a woman day. Can't buy a girl and my love. Tout son tout dans. Tout son tout dans. Tout son tout dans. Tout son tout dans. Soki woki wo. Soki woki wo. Soki woki wo. Aïe aïe aïe. Chole tafacho. Chole tafacho. Il fare fano. Il fare fano. Il mo chul mo fa. Il mo chul mo fa. Ma fare. Ma fare. Ma fare. My father, I am for you. My father, I am for you. My father, Yano, tu o black yo.
Ina bobo nyo buja bonyo you want some. Say you na kwada se okwesa pepe. Money we blow man decide you. Tere wow. Tere wow. Ina speaker. How's your baby so? Mo go yo se aja boja. Aboja de o. Mona tere wa. I'm up on your by never. Presola, tere wow. Hinaka, I am not one and no gasebody. Mosia one way. Mosia minister. Then you know, not tere wow. Money no and is a you. I walk a bit is no budget. You're not telling wow. And they say, yeah, this are you. Mazio, Cladio, who will. In a that one as well. In a Junaga, in a Junaga, how are Junaga? In a telewa, Brazola, telewa, Pagala, telewa, Ola, telewa, Konaga. Bloody Amoga. In a building Amoga that you get over your way. That you be as well. Go on your way. No way, Monogio. In a Monogio. Senhor daí bebê, eu pego um blade com o poder com o yuma. Terewa, ué. Presomo watere, presomo watere zoom. Represent the sunny bottom. Like that go bladio. Money for Antigo fa. Represent of the house, like your cabin folio. Il a your magia. I go in a telewa. Telewa. And I go. You are not your boy. You're not your boy. No, not you. Glad you're back now. Wow, Brazola, wow, in a blue Amoga, Naga, Naga, I would do Naga, no one way to Naga, like I do Naga. Go that one, I do Naga. No, you're not telling Presola tere serani. Owa tere we. Hina bobo no buja bono you want some. Say the man kwada se okwesa pepe. Money we blow man decide you. Tere wa o. Ina speaker. How's your baby sumo? Mo ro yo se ati aboja. Aboja de o. Mona tere wa. Amo konyo baya dewe. Presola tere wa o. Ina ka yenwe.
Hey, hold on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, your one-stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Diaspora ESOTERIC, the mouthpiece of the God, and your brilliant co-host, SHIRLEY. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight, sports, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Patrick Bolu and PREKINS Jadia. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday, and you know why? We bring the conversation to you. Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, where your voice matters.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Side Pude Esoteric and Patrick, the rest of the crew. We are here this afternoon to have another conversation with you. I would show day has changed. So let me do a little sound check to make sure everything is okay on my side here. Stay tuned, stay put. All right, guys. So my sound is wonderful. All right, guys. Let me bring Patrick on here. We are 13 minutes into the program, and we have to get the ball going here. Hey, P, welcome aboard. Here, Patrick.
Yeah, esoteric. Thank you. It's good to be back this afternoon, especially on a brand new day. You know, a change day that works for our audience and our regular followers. Yeah. So it's good to be back here today, bro. And I'm happy to be with you again.
Excellent. I mean, is it because we change our day, our viewers? I don't see them, So maybe they are not used to the new day. So we have to share the show a little bit. If you can, I shared a couple of it in different chat rooms. So you can also share. You can also share it.
I'm doing so right now.
Okay. Perkins said you were going to join us today. Hopefully he will join us. Yeah, but SHIRLEY, I'm not too sure whether she's going to be with us today. Yeah, she didn't. Apparently now she's still on her, her honeymoon. Yeah, but we'll get into that shortly. Guys, those of us that joining us right now, Sagacious, Lloyd Toba, no, not Lloyd Toba, but Lloyd Jelly, I've seen Moton Jitter. All right, guys, welcome aboard. Make sure you share the link for us. We're gonna do really appreciate that. It's a new day. Apparently, that's why our viewers, they know us to be here Thursday. But we put a flyer out there to let our viewers know that we're gonna be for now on. We're gonna be here Saturday, our usual time. The time remains the same, but the day has changed. All right, so Patrick, we can get the ball rolling here. Whoever gonna join us, they're gonna join us later. That's okay. But you know how the drill is here. We have our preliminary that we do before we get into the show. So I saw at least one or two persons. I think you know Doris Jaddy. Doris Jaddy celebrated her birthday. I think it was yesterday. And so Doris is the member of our organization here, USA. She's a member, and she is the planning chair. So Doris celebrated her birthday. I think it was yesterday. So Doris, we want to say on behalf of the network, the office of the president, we want to say belated happy birthday to you. Wish you many more years and the best life has to provide. Yes, it's always a wonderful thing to celebrate a new age. That means your existence on planet Earth has been increased. You know, so we want to say happy birthday. Patrick, you want to do a shout out to Doris? That would be great.
Yes, of course. My Doris, I want to say happy birthday to you, belated birthday to you, and I wish you many years to come and enjoy more time and grace with your family.
All right, so that's I think I also saw our senator is celebrating his birthday, I think today as well. I think Senator Creighton Duncan. So Patrick, that's your man. You know, the last time we had a wonderful discussion here, he said Creighton Duncan is the best thing that has ever happened to Sinoe County. Yeah, so I want to give you the opportunity to give your best thing that happened to Sinoe County birthday, to wish him happy birthday, man.
Oh yeah, we call him Talk and Do. We call him the Renaissance leader. We call him the Patriot, Mr. Twice Time. And I want to say happy birthday to you, Honorable Duncan. Thanks for your leadership. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your contribution. And thanks for your development initiatives in Sinoe and across Liberia. Once it's about Liberia, I mean, it comes to the core of your heart. And I want to say keep up the good work. Keep up your service to your people. And the advocacy you have started will definitely come to fruition. I want to say, on behalf of my family and friends, and I want to say, on behalf of also this network, I want to say, happy birthday to you, Senator.
Yeah, Patrick, I don't know what I should join you to say happy, because the word happy is key to me. You know, I kind of big on words. So when you say happy, then it means that the man is doing something that is making us happy. Or you mean by that, you mean happy meaning what is making him happy? That's what you're talking about. Because the last time I checked, Senator Duncan has been he was this a representative before for 6 years. And he was elected as senator by the people, and he came on Spontor and said, our country is dead. It's a dead, I mean, as a matter of fact, let me take it back. You see, it's totally dead. So I don't know who a man who is telling us that the county he is leading, the people, they have no hope. You know, should I say happy birthday to him? I mean, it's a difficult thing for me, you know. Because when you are leading us and you say we are dead, you know, then what is there for me to say that, you know, happy? What am I happy about? Am I happy about Senator Duncan's personal successes or success? I don't think a leader is the one who seeks his own interests. We don't celebrate leaders because they are doing well personally. I mean, from the man himself, he's telling us that they have. I mean, those are his words. He said they are stealing from us. They're stealing that we are stealing. That's why he said, you know, 20% of the stealing in the country, they're the politicians doing that. So, Patrick, it is difficult for me to say happy birthday to such a man who is coming public blatantly looking in our faces and telling us, you know what, we are stealing from you. Yeah, we and the foreigners, we are dividing the resources. The foreigner will give them 80% and we take 20%. And the county that I'm leading is totally dead. No economic activities, nothing. The company, he says, since he was elected as representative, a dime has not gone to Sinoe County. So, Patrick, thinking about these things, I found it difficult to say happy birthday to Credo Donkey. Very, very difficult for me, unless you can convince me otherwise. But I would just leave it as ace instead of saying happy birthday to a man who's telling us our county is dead, and no economic activities. I mean, and they are stealing from us. They got 20%. And then Patrick will tell me, I like the man because he is honest. He's telling us how much they are stealing from us. That's integrity. No, it's not integrity. But Patrick, it's just a warm up, So maybe you want to kind of take a shot at me for taking a shot at your boss. Go ahead, boss.
Well, if we were to really look at every Liberian because of Liberia, then nobody in this country would be deserving of any honor or recognition. Nobody. Look, to work, to serve in a corrupt society like ours, and perfection is not expected of anybody. And when you even claim to be perfect among your colleagues, in fact, you become the worst. So, for Senator Duncan to have come up to say, we are corrupt, that was being honest, that was being patriotic. And for him to also have said the problem in this country, leadership is responsible. Leadership plays a pivotal role. And of course, I applaud him for that. The pretentious leaders must go ahead to say, well, they are good, they are doing their best, this and that. They can go ahead, but the country goes nowhere with that. So, from a Christian perspective, the Bible is clear, and it says, he who confesses his sins with his mouth, the Lord is faithful and just to forgive him of his sins. So, Mr. Duncan just did exactly what is morally required of him and what is also politically expedient of him. And we must say again, we applaud him for his service and leadership. And I will also crave your indulgence, not on the basis of perfection, not on the basis that he has achieved 100%, but on the basis of moral rectitude, that you wish a man happy birthday on his birthday, not because he's righteous, not because he's of God, of excellence, but because morality demands us to always wish our friends a happy birthday on their birthday, even our worst enemies. Even the devil himself deserves a happy birthday from us, who in he live here on this earth. So please go ahead to wish our senator a happy birthday. You can wish Jesus Christ happy birthday on Christmas Day. You can wish every other person happy birthday. And Jesus said, once you did for one of my least brothers, you did for me. So we can be celebrating Christmas here, and then we can celebrate our own fellow man. Please join me. Let's wish our senator a happy birthday today, Chief. I'm begging you.
Yeah, Patrick, again, you yourself just confessed that the man is terrible. All right? You use word like devil, I don't know who has ever wished devil happy birthday. I don't know. What is happy? That's my thing. The key word, Patrick, is happiness. Is Creton Duncan making us happy, or he is making himself happy? So I still, I mean, some of the things you said, I was taking note. You said something to the effect, for example, my man P said, to serve in a corrupt society like ours. Patrick, you just indicted Creighton Duncan. You said who is corrupting the society? Creighton Duncan himself told you we got 20% of the corruption in the country. We share the money, the resources of the country with foreigners. Okay? So Patrick, I don't see when you are suffering, when the young people that are vibrant, energetic, they have no jobs. I mean, our elders, the women, when they go to the hospital, no medication, no good healthcare system, because the politicians and the foreigners are dividing the resources. And the man is coming public boldly to tell us, you know what? There is nothing you guys can do to us. We are stealing your money. We got 20%. And Patrick is telling me, yes, still wish the man happy birthday. Patrick, what is there for me to rejoice about? I still don't see it. You said the man is patriotic. Patrick, the last time I checked, a patriot does not steal from his people. A patriot does not come public and say, you know, I beat my chest. Yes, we are stealing from you. And there is nothing. We and the foreigner will share in the resources. That's not the behavior or a speech of a patriot. A patriot is the one that say, you know what? This corruption that is going on, I will fight you guys until you are toppled. A patriot does not participate in stealing the resources of the people. But why when the little man, the common man steals an apple, the people beat the man, but when the politician steals and comes public and announces it to the people, then we say that's patriotic. Then the man that stole a better ball over there, where you can call that person a patriotic person, Patrick. Why you can't do that? So the logic you are pushing right now, anytime somebody steals and they come public and say, yeah, I don't want to steal that thing, Patrick will say, you know what? That person is a patriot. Let's celebrate that person. That's a good thing the person is doing. No, Patrick, I disagree. Whether secretly or publicly, or you come and announce it to all, when you steal, when you take that which does not belong to you, you must be punished according to law. You must be arrested and go to jail or go through the due process. After all, you confess to us already. So what kind of due process we're going to seek again? It's coming from your own mouth. You know? So, Patrick, this is not leadership. You are using words to that. The man confess with your own mouth and say the law will forgive, Patrick. This is not religion we are doing here. We can't forgive people who are stealing from us. No, you have to be punished. That's how we change people's behavior. You and myself, we are parents who are raising children. When the children are engaging into bad behavior, we don't say, no, honey, go ahead. That's a good thing you do. You try to deter that child from repeating that same thing. So you put in a measure in place for that child not to repeat that again. But when a politician does that, then we say, no, that is okay. We celebrate that. Let's change our thinking, Patrick. I know you are off. Your network is giving you a little tough time. But guys, welcome aboard. We are just warming up. Patrick is coming back. All right. So Patrick, let's get to our show here, man. Good job. I mean, again, I like the different perspectives we have. That's what makes the show interesting. You know, we don't have to agree on the same thing. That's good. All right, now another person that I want us to do a shout out to. He was my guest before on the show. I think you probably know him. Is Leo Johnson. Leo Johnson. I was coming on. I just saw a post. He got his master's degree in divinity. You know, the man. Basically a pastor, theological scholar. The man, studied religion, theology, basically. But you know, Leo, I want to say congratulations on your pursuit of higher education. Yes, it's always a good thing to increase your knowledge. I wish you would have gone into a different discipline again, but that's my view. You know, I don't think we have a pastors or religious people deficit in Liberia. we have, engineering those areas, but you know, that's where you want to go. And that's where you want to be. You want to be a religious person, but a lot of the religious people, they have done good things around the world. So I can't put that down, you know, but I want to say congratulations to you on your master in theology, divinity, I should say. Yeah, great job, Leo. Congratulations. You know, Dr. King was a religious person, and we can go on and on. You know, so yes, congratulations, man. Yeah, I'm not saying religious people are bad people, but I think, yeah, we have to pursue disciplines that will make a compellity around the word. You know, yeah, but congratulations to Leo Johnson. All right, Patrick, let's get into our program, man. If you're out there celebrating your birthday, we want to say happy birthday to you and a major milestone you celebrated. We want to say congratulations to you. Patrick, let me do a quick commercial as well for just to remind our audience. Our convention is coming in August, USAA convention, August the 13th to the 16th, 2026. It will be held in Minnesota. Yeah, start to do your preparation now to be part of the grand occasion. All right. I want to say thank you to those who are joining us right now. Please share the show for us. We will highly do appreciate you. Come and meet with our leaders, your friends and family, and you have not seen for a long time. We'll be going down in Minnesota. Yes, we encourage other you to be in Minnesota in August, beginning the 13th to the 16th for our national convention. We're trying to build, you know, a hospital in Sinoe County. Our lawmakers say our county is dead, and we are trying to resurrect our county. And so, as citizens, what can we do is to contribute. You know, so we're trying to build a medical facility, but because our political leaders, they don't care to do those things for us. You know, so the public can tell us our county is dead. So we are declare ourselves the Jesuses and the different religious, powerful people who want to resurrect our dead county. All right. So, Patrick, that's the announcement, the update that I wanted to share. Unless you have something to share as well before we go into the major program, the program itself.
I just want to remind everyone again that we are a few weeks away to the July 9th celebration in Greenville. And in the diaspora, if you are touching down anytime soon, please make sure you hurry up in Monrovia and wherever you are for the July 9th program in Greenville. Please make sure you are there on by July 5th for all the activities that will be taking place up to July 9th for Sinoe County celebration. So we are inviting all of you over to come. We will all be there to celebrate the birth of our county.
Also, the program is for the birth of Sinoe County?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
So when was Sinoe County born?
Sinoe County was born on July 9, 1838.
Oh, okay, July 9, 1838. Wow. Thank you, Patrick. That's interesting information. 1838, and we are still okay. All right, we've been around for a long time. That's why we are dead, according to Patrick Mann. All right, though, Patrick, let's get to the program, man. Let's get into the program. I want you to show your face on camera. You always get your hair. You know, people are looking in the middle of your hair. You're a professional journalist, and you have to know camera etiquette by now. All right, so let's do that. Let's see what's the first thing that we wanted to. Let's start with maybe you are following the development. I think that's why you made it one of the talking points. I'm also following the other because it's divided into two. Let's talk about sports first. You know, district league. I don't know, for some reason I'm not following. Let's go into the district league and give a little update as to what is going on, and then we can go to the World Cup as well.
Okay, the district league continues. It continues today. I think today should be the 4 or the 3 of the league. It continues. Yes, 11 teams are participating. Sincon, your district Sincon is the defending champion, and I think it's also playing today. And then so far, from what we have gathered, Johansson has played 2 games, and she drew all 2 games that she played. Greenville, the microcosm of the whole league, has won her 2 games against Sanquin and Buta. Buto also won her first game against Sanquin. Dewey District won her first game against Wakaba District. Jirei, I think Jirei and Tajuan ended up in a draw in the first game. I think Jirepo is playing today, and most of the teams are playing their second games. Yeah, the second game today. So far so good. Each district is fighting for 9 points in the knockout stage to go to the quarterfinal. And but from the look of things, Greenville is already on her way to quarterfinal. Greenville is already on her way. Sincon stands in a good position to the quarterfinal as the defending champion. Buto could be in a good position as well too, depending how the next game goes. Dube River District is also in a good position. And so far, Sanquin, Wakaba, and Tajuan, as well as Jirepo, well, could be the teams that are shaking currently in the district league. Yeah.
So, but do you have like a team that you are rooting for? Do you have a team?
Yeah, of course. I always root for 3 teams. I always root for 3 districts. The districts of my originality and the district of my residence. So Greenville is always, on the top priority. District, Wakaba, and then Drazon. So if any of them wins, of course I'm okay. If Sincon also wins too, I'm okay too, because yeah. Yeah.
So Patrick, of the 3 though, because you can just support 3 at the same time. If you were to narrow it down, which is your favorite?
Really, I think Greenville is my favorite. Always, Greenville is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, and that's where you originated from?
No,
because you say you say yeah.
So if I go for Wakaba, Drawson may get angry. If I go for Drawson, Wakaba may get angry. Even Sincon and Tajuan may get angry as well too. So I stay right in Greenville because both Sincon, Wakaba, and Tajuan and Drawson are all there in Greenville too. So
but why would you be angry when you make a decision though? Why?
Okay, so if I take Drawson, the Wakaba people will say, "Oh no, Patrick is more Drawson than Wakaba." All right, so maybe where are supposed to participate in important meetings in Wakaba, maybe they will say, "No, go to Drawson." If I go to Drawson, if I take Wakaba, Drawson may also say the same thing. Okay, and by extension, my aunts were married into Sincon for almost 60 years. Okay, and so because of that, we found ourselves a Sincon with that connection. So every time the Sincon people are doing something and we don't support it they say, "Oh no."
But Patrick, yeah. I don't think you should make a decision based on, because you have, especially in soccer tournament, right? You have to choose based on because the essence of supporting your team is for that team to win, right? Because the ultimate goal is victory. All right, so you got to look at the elected prowess of the teams and see which team has the potential to win. So if you were to make a prediction though, which team do you think will win of your 3? Will come out on top? Patrick, are you there? I'm frozen, I think. Yeah, his device is glitching up. All right, so guys, I'm not following the soccer tournament in Liberia. So yeah, I can say more about that, Yeah, but I'm sure I will start to pay attention now so that I'll be able to get my team uh, in the tournament. But may the strong team win. It's a competition, so the stronger teams should ultimately take the championship. We're also looking at the World Cup. We got 10 African teams, countries that are participating, and we are not quite sure what team will win. The African countries, I don't know, man. I haven't seen all of them playing. I saw Ghana playing, Panama, for example, and they should have scored a bunch of goals, but I mean they were able to win by just one goal. So our countries, our African countries, they have to do more. They have to do more. I don't like their style of play. They do all this dribbling. They want to literally dribble until they dribble the goalkeeper. Whereas those European countries, when they get a little opportunity to just shoot the ball, they will take the shot. But our African players, they do. It's not about who dribbles. It's about who wins. So you have to. Our guys have to start to change your style of play. Yeah, but Patrick, you're welcome back. Welcome back. I mean, I like the soccer team, the tournament in Sinoe County. I'm not following it. So ultimately, I'll be a little biased here. That I think Sincon going to win. That the defending champion right now, like you rightly said. So Sincon will prevail. That's my team. So unless Patrick will get multiple teams, you want to say something?
Oh, so you're taking Sincon, right?
Oh yeah. That's you're talking about originality, and besides originality, we are the defending champion, man. So how can I move from beyond the champion and go beyond people that are not champion? So we are the defending champ, and so we want to make sure that we maintain that title. Yes.
Yeah, no, sure, no, definitely, no, absolutely. Sincon got a team, but I'm very optimistic. Greenville this time with not probably leading Greenville this time around.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Again, yeah, that's my prediction is Sincon is going to maintain the championship. Okay, we're going to maintain that. You have to fight hard to get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but how about the World Cup? You have a team in the World Cup.
Yeah, I have a team in the World Cup, and as always, forever and always, USA to the world. Yeah, USA to the world, and thank God we are already 6 points on. We are already 6 points, in the lead in our group, and this is something that we can in Group D. All right, the USA is 6 points in Group D, followed by Australia, that is 3 points, and Paraguay, that is also 3 points. In Group A, Mexico continue her co-host lead with 6 points as well too in her first 2 games, and she's followed by South Korea that got 3 points, while South Africa, the xenophobic nation, all right, is suffering. With 1 point on the table there, all right. Gibraltar is also having 1 point there. In Group B, Canada has 4 points. Maybe she drew one or won 1 game, so she got 4 points. Switzerland is 4 points as well beyond Canada, while Slovenia is 1, Qatar is 1. Brazil has 4 points in 2 games. Morocco 4 points in 2 games. Scotland 3 points. So Scotland just won 1 game. And Haiti is at 0 point. We just gave you the score, the ranking for Group D, which got USA, Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey. In Group E, Germany Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, all play 1-1 game, and Germany and Ivory Coast are 3 points each on their table. In Group E, in Group F, Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, and Tunisia are all in with 1-1 game. But Sweden is on the table with 3 points, followed by Japan, Netherlands, and Netherlands. In Group G, 1-1 games with New Zealand, Iraq, Belgium, and Egypt, all 1-1 point. 1-1 point all. So that all of them are joined against. And in Group H, we were going Saudi Arabia, Spain, and Cape Verde all drew their first game. So 1-1, first game. So 1-1 point each. In Group I, Norway, France, Senegal, and Iraq all 1-1 games, and Norway and France are 3 points, while Senegal and Iraq are 0 points. In Group J, Argentina, Austria, Jordan, and Algeria all have won 1 game each, and Argentina and Austria are 3 points each. Okay, and in Group K, Colombia, DRC, Portugal, and Pakistan all 1 game.
All right, Patrick is glitching up there. Hopefully his service will be restored.
And Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal is 1 point. This is shameful, man. I don't know how that guy. I don't know.
Patrick, instead of going through that whole thing,
we are at the end already.
Okay.
In the last group, England, Ghana, Panama, and Croatia all gone 1 game each, and England and Ghana are 3 points each, while Croatia and Panama are 0 points. So that's a standing on the World Cup table so far. It's back to my host, Honorable Dark Esoteric Sayapoda. Well, remember, we did everything we did, yeah, but without recognizing.
Yeah, Patrick's service too good today.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's struggling. I will allow him to come back. He's tripping right now. Yeah, service not good today for Patrick. Yeah, so yeah, for me again, the game I'm not following it religiously as Patrick and others. You know, I kind of catch 1 game here and there. You know, but I got a lot on my table right now. Yeah, so yeah, to just sit down and watch. I mean, use 90 minutes or plus of my time to watch soccer. I mean, I'll watch it again if I have some free time. Let's see, Patrick is back. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, okay, all right. And now I lose battle there. Sorry for that, Chief.
Right, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah, so like you're saying something before you went off. You said something.
Yeah, I said we did all the preliminaries, a recap of activities of the week or individuals, and we forgot you. I mean, on the 14th was your day. Can you imagine? Oh yeah. How could we have forgotten that? No, I think the WCEO is definitely going to hold me in contempt here today. I can't escape this one. How come? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, definitely. But anyway, we continue the show.
Yeah, no, I didn't forget for sure. I think the shout outs from the friends and family and loved ones, it was awesome, man. It was great. I mean, like I couldn't keep up with the comments on Facebook. And also, yeah, I know I wrote a appreciation post for sure, which is this one. Again, let me recapitulate. We want to say thank you to all the many supporters, non-supporters that wish me happy birthday on my birthday when I turn 24. You know, I appreciate all of you, man. My wife, she, as usual, she is wonderful, fantastic, and my wife, of course, is Bolo Freeman, so you guys can know. Yeah, so yeah, I got via usually, you know, it's that for some reason everything is the same, right? Whether it's a birthday or not, I get VIP treatment, you know. So yeah, she added more flavor to my my regular day or my birthday. So honey, I want to say thank you so much to all of my friends and loved ones, and some that don't like me very well, but they, you know, they still manage to hit that like and love, and they wrote a comment. Want to say thank you. And those that also kept quiet, you know, is oh, that man is a rabble rouser. He's I mean, the call that King outside agitator. He's in the Americas or in the United States, and all he does is to talk about politicians and the wrong things that they are doing, of course. But I want to say thank you. My microphone is going in and out. I want to say thank you so much to all of you. I appreciate the love. And honey, I want to say thank you so much. I love you. And thank you. Oh, Patrick, let's get to our main talking points here. I want to say, Patrick, thanks for the support as well. I saw the posts and everything you shared. I mean, I can't be grateful to you enough. Last but not least, this brother Kingston Pine graduated. I think he got his master's degree. The former president of USA, Green Coat Gideon, posted a picture, and we once had Kingston Pine as guest on the show before. So Kingston, I want to say congratulations on your achievement, a big one, a master's degree. I don't know exactly in what you got it, but I want to say congratulations. And yeah, wish you well, man. My only advice is the problem of our country it emanates from the educated people. Because the educated people are the ones that are leading the country, and the people are meandering in poverty. So our education apparently is not doing our people justice, you know. So the more education we get, it gave us the leverage to, like Creighton Duncan would say, to steal from the people, you know. Yeah, to take 20% of the resources. So hopefully you're going to contradict that mindset, you know, the notion that, oh, when I get my education, I can use it to loot from the people. Hopefully you chart a different code. But I want to say congratulations. Let our education be used to improve the condition of the people. I mean, the country population is minute anyway. It's less than 6 million people, and these people are just suffering with all the resources. You know, I mean, 79 years, and you still have all the people are not formally educated. You know, so it shows that the leaders, our so-called educated people, they are doing something, I mean, ultimately wrong, you know. Yes. So, Patrick, I don't know, my mic is going in and out here. Patrick, are you there? Yeah, Patrick is having issues today. A lot of technical problems from his end. Yeah, that's just a broker in on it right there. So once again, I want to say congratulations to Leo Johnson as well on his a master's degree in divinity. Yeah, great job, brother. Patrick is having issues here, so I might roll solo. Let's see, maybe he's back again. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, sorry, the internet is misbehaving here. Yeah, but let's continue anyway. Let's continue.
Okay, it's very bad. I understand. So let's talk about this breaking news that is trending in Liberia. We'll be right back. RP, welcome back to our viewers. So, Patrick, we have this major breaking news in Liberia: 19.2 million drug busts at RIA Roberts International Airport in Liberia. I mean, that's a vast quantity of drugs, man, coming into the country through the major entry, the major port of international airport in our country. Patrick, what is going on in our country? There's such a large quantity of drug. I mean, went through the port, almost went through the international airport. I think they got it, obviously, but that's a large quantity of drugs. But go ahead. You are on mute.
Yeah. So first of all, everything points to porous, porous borders. All right, our borders, our entry points are porous. We are a vulnerable country. It means anybody can hide into a plane or ship or boat and just enter this country.
So, but Patrick, why you do before you go ahead? Let's play a video clip from the Justice Minister. He had a press conference yesterday, so let me just play that video clip quick.
Designated the following individuals as persons of interest. 1. Philly Yu, who's the security manager for the Global Logistics Services at the Roberts International Airport. 2. Festus S. Musa, who is a cargo handler for Global Logistics Services. 3. Ruth Bapewia, who's a RIA scanner agent. 4. Achi Yanfo, he's a cargo handler for Express Handling Services. Arthur B. Abdullah is the Chief Executive Officer for Express Handling Services. Geraldine Zion, she's a RIA scanner agent. Mohammed Boga, he's the Security Director for the Roberts International Airport. Paul J. King, he's the CEO for Global Logistics Services. He is currently at large. Oscar Brown, he is the Chief of Intelligence for the RIA Security. He also is currently at large. Emmanuel T. Zion is a transporter for Express Handling Services. He is also currently at large. The government has joined investigating.
All right, so Patrick just a little bit of the press conference yesterday from the Minister of Justice in Liberia. But go ahead, you are in speech.
Yeah. So it says a lot about our border security and entry. Another thing it says about our country is being used as a transit point, all right, as a drug hub in West Africa or maybe on the continent, because for drugs at that magnitude, quantity of that magnitude to enter the country, and nobody with security intelligence was able to detect. Because before the devices are even used to detect, or screen, security intelligence is the first line, of inspection. Yeah, when you enter into a country through the airport or through the seaport or through the border point, the smart security officer will look at you and exactly determine, what you are carrying, whatever.
Yeah, Patrick is having issues today. A lot of glitching from his end. Let me point him back.
Yeah. Whether it's deliberate or not, I don't even know. But it makes our country vulnerable to drugs, and young people.
Yeah, this is a bad one for Patrick today.
Yeah. So I give it back to you. I give it back to you for your thoughts.
No, but while your service is good and your thought, I mean, for me, my internet is good. Yeah, you got the issue.
Okay. Yeah. So it says a lot about our country. So Liberia is a transit point. Liberia is a haven for drugs. So they keep the drug here and then they send it out of the So everything comes here, for safekeeping. For safekeeping. So they keep it safe here and then gradually they take it out of the country small. And the discovery on June 8 was just part of was just maybe one incident. Just imagine the ones we have not seen, the ones that have left without detection, the ones that have left without notice. So a lot has been happening in this country. And the country we can best describe it now as the haven for drugs trafficking. It is a trade route for trafficking it is the next Colombia. Liberia is now the Colombia of West Africa or of Africa. Maybe we can call it the Mexico of Africa or West Africa, or other countries where drug, what cartels, where criminal cartels are all over the place. I think Liberia is now in that category, and exactly that's what I see from the whole thing, and with the withholding of names, for what they call for national security reason or so that evidence can be destroyed and whatever it is. Look, from the day the discovery was made that drugs were seized at the RIA, the corporates already knew themselves. The people involved already knew themselves and they've already positioned themselves. So calling their names will not even change anything. All right? It will not change anything. A suspicious person, somebody who commits a crime, when that crime is discovered, if that person wants to do anything to make sure their identity is not disclosed or they're not identified or seen, they will do it. All right. So delay the disclosure of names of the people connected, how the drugs came into the country, I think it is not also helping the situation. It is worsening the situation. And if there was no security intelligence at the RIA to even detect, that quantity of drugs.
So, but Patrick, when you said they didn't detect it, the drugs were detected. That's why it came to the public, right? So how did they get in the first place?
No, security-wise, it wasn't detected. Security-wise.
How did they discover the drugs then?
Somebody blew the alarm.
Oh, so it went through the airport.
Yeah, it went through all the process. It went through all the security processes until it went through all the security processes before somebody blew the alarm, and then the person who blew the alarm, the operators, asked to give him $20,000. Yes, they opted to give him $20,000 to shut him up. And he said no, he can't be shut. He can't be shut up. He can't be in that position to take the money and then allow the drugs to go. Yeah. So it was not like the security detected it upon arrival there. No, it was not the case. It was
so the person that blew the alarm. The person is an employee at the RIA.
Yeah, custom officer.
Okay, so basically, what I'm hearing from you, apparently they said they wanted to give me $20,000 US.
Yeah.
And they didn't give them money. That's why he blew the alarm.
He refused. He refused it.
Oh, he refused the money, but why he did not blow the alarm at the airport though?
No. And for example, and when you see something, if you're in a group, right? In a group and you discover something strange, right? Everybody acting that nothing happened. Everybody acting that everything is okay or normal.
Mm-hmm.
But then you alone feeling different. Everybody feeling like normal and something not happening. But everybody feeling you alone feeling different. Okay, your view is different from the views of other people. And say, no, this thing here, I am not pleased with this thing here. This thing is carrying, this thing is showing something, but then carrying another thing. All
Yeah,
right.
Patrick, I'm following what you're saying, right? Because,
Yeah.
like you said, I asked you a question. Is I said, did the drug go through the airport? And you said, yeah, they went through all the screening, everything, and it was. I mean, whatever they were going to store, they carried the drug to store it. That's when the guy blew the alarm. So why did he allow the stuff to go through the airport in the first place when he
No,
knows very well that something was wrong? Why he did not blow the alarm at the airport?
so he, as a custom officer, you know the rule of customs at every airport, right? The rule of custom officers are not security officers. All right. Custom officers are not security officers. They just want to know that government is not cheated on the way bill, for example. Government is not cheated on the way bill. All right. They are there to collect lawful, lawful bills on behalf of the government for cargoes leaving the country. Okay. So all the screening processes done without detection. Detection was there, but then nobody said anything. Okay.
Father, I want you to correct something. The custom officers, they are security officers. They're not only just there to get money for government. No, they are there to get crimes and those different things as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. And so in the discharge of his custom duty, there were also he alerted the LDEA. Okay, he alerted the LDEA. That's how the LDEA came in. It was not the LDEA that intercepted directly.
Okay.
Yeah, to say the upon arrival or maybe upon screening, the LDA intercepted. So he, upon the discharge of his custom duty, highly discovery, and alerted the LDA. The LDA also alerted the entire management and how everything started going. So, if, for example, if you saw from the Ministry of Justice press release, if you saw that the security manager, right? The security manager is what? Is a person of interest. That is the reason why they make him a person of interest. Because why? All security screenings are under his direct supervision. So then how can the security at the RIA, we have screened those things without detection. And see, that made him a person of interest, because he should have been the one even blowing alarm, or the RIA security should have been the one even calling the LDA for what they discovered. But instead, they were not the ones, and that's why their boss is under question, and that's why all of individuals working with them are under question. That's how the whole thing go. So when that guy appear unpleased with the situation and put himself in a position of alarming, and that's when somebody jump in. Okay, to say, my man, the thing is almost done, because that was the last point now. Okay, that was the last point now to get on the plane. Yeah, that was the last point. Say, my man, the thing is almost done. Don't spoil it. Take your 20K.
Yeah, so it's scary. It's scary. Our country, like you said, the country is the borders points are porous. So that's a scary prospect for our country. Yeah, I mean, when I listen to the justice minister, calling security director is complicit in the crime, expressing of interest. I mean, what I suspected, or my hunch is, Patrick, these are the handler, the cargo handler, all the different security manager, those people, I'm quite sure that those people were bribed, and that's why the drugs they went through the airport. Part of the experience I had when I was going to Liberia, I went to Liberia 2020. When you're traveling, Patrick, for some reason, I don't like just your hair on camera. It's kind of, yeah, people look in the middle of your hair. Yeah. So when the experience I had when we're going, because I haven't been to Liberia since 98, right? So 2020, when we're going, I have to ask all these different questions. What is it that I need? And I mean, I got all the requirements, but one thing that was lacking at the time, I mean, I took it with me, but I wanted to make sure it was I think some yellow book that you have to go for your vaccine and stuff like that. And some of the people I were going that been there before, that, oh man, don't worry about that book. All you have to do, go to the airport and just shake the people's hand and put a little thing that I said, hell no, I'm not doing it. But I carry my yellow book. And Patrick, it took me a long time to leave the airport because apparently those guys wanted me to get a little thing. Yeah, I showed my yellow book to you already. I showed all my documents, and you're still holding me. I don't know, because there is nothing I can do at that point, So I show all my papers, and I mean all the different body and sound language, everything. You can see it going on that they want something from you, but no, I'm not doing something illegal. I mean, why should I give you extra money on the side? When you're doing your job, you get to pay. What are you getting paid enough or not? It's none of my business. The leadership. That's why we need good leadership to make sure that the people are properly paid. But even those that get paid properly in Liberia, they still steal. Even not only in Liberia, around the world. I mean, those that are rich, they still stealing. But partially, I don't know whether we have cameras at the airport, like country Liberia. I think I wrote a post one time. Every government building in our country should have camera everywhere, Patrick. Everywhere. Should have camera everywhere. So when we know the regular human being doesn't, the camera will review the cameras and will make sure, I mean, they will practically record everything. But if you have a country that corruption is endemic, is native to that country, your political leaders are going and beating their chests about how corrupt the country is, and you don't have the minimum security measures in place, like having camera, having secret recorders all over the place to make sure that the employees, they do the right thing, Patrick. But I mean, again, the leaders are not investing the money in areas that will curtail, that will reduce, I mean, the level of corruption in the country. For such large quantity of drugs to go through the international airport is crazy, And I don't know, Patrick, like you rightly said, maybe I will agree with you when you say Liberia is just being used as the haven. They use the place as a transit point because the market is not there. How many people rich in our country, the market. So maybe they use Liberia to carry to a bigger country with bigger population where they can make more money, the transport point. You got other countries, maybe their security is a little tight. Yeah. That's security a little bit stronger. So they use a country like Liberia with weaker security points, to come and bring the drugs and then they transfer into yes, maybe not only Liberia, but at least they have a broader base now. So they have Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, Ghana, so then they can distribute the drugs and make millions of dollars. But it's scary. The leaders, our leaders got to do something. I mean, our brothers and sisters, they are called Zokos and Zokis in Liberia because of the consumption of drugs, And yeah, if you want to, I don't know, on a judge, we had something similar that happened before. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we have to, I mean, our country party, we have to do more. We have to do more. The resources got to be invested in areas that will keep the country secure. The first thing, part of security, that what they say, preservation, self-preservation is the first law of nature, So if you cannot secure yourself, you cannot secure your people, then I don't know what sort of leader are you, So yeah, let's see how it plays out. People burn the Capitol building and it's still nothing has happened. Nobody, especially the big shots. So this one, it has like definitely the big shots are beyond 8. before we got on here, I was doing research, LDA, before they got people that are into illegal drugs before, and they display them. They got the videos all over Facebook. But this one, they're concealing the identity of these people. They only call names. We don't see their faces. You know, so some like something more than this. You know, this involved here. You know, like the big shots are involved, so they try to protect the identity of people. You know, it's sick, you know. That's why, you know, justice is for, you know, what Trasimico would say in the Republic, you know, justice is what is in the interest of the strong, you know. So if you're weak, forget it. Justice, you don't have justice. All right, so Patrick, let's go to the next thing, man. Let hope, and we're hoping those of you that can pray, you keep praying for your country. But those things will not solve the country's problem. We need practical action. We need a strong leader that will hold people accountable. First, hold yourself accountable and hold other people accountable. You know, but the accountability aspect of that is lacking in the country. Yeah, nobody is held accountable, and if you're a big guy, you're more likely to go free. All right, so Patrick, let's go to the next one here for our discussion. Let's talk about this xenophobia stuff of South Africa. You know, it's a major trending issue as well. Yeah, so let's take a look at it. That's a large quantity of drugs there. So that Patrick, before I played, I gave you the opportunity to give your opinion on the South African xenophobia. It's a major thing. Let me play a video here, 2 short videos for us here. Let me see. I got my videos here. So the first one, this one.
The deadline's been set by protesters after waves of anti-migration marches and violent scenes swept across the country.
Our government allowing our country to be flooded by groups from all over the world.
Some people have been killed, and there have been reports of vigilante groups carrying out xenophobic attacks. 4 countries have already sent aeroplanes and buses to get their nationals out of South Africa.
This could be the match that lights the fire.
So what started all of this? Is there really a migrant crisis in South Africa? And what are those in power doing in response? Here's the breakdown.
South Africa has repatriated 2,745 foreigners.
Anti-migrant protests, some of which have turned violent.
The organizers want jobs reserved for locals.
Emergency flights to escape growing xenophobic attacks in South Africa.
Right now, South Africa is a hostile place if you weren't born there. Protest groups have sprung up around the country, forcing hundreds from their homes. And some have even been...
Might have just found the best way to learn about AI on a professional.
All right, Patrick, just one of the videos or 2 of the videos over there. But this one, Patrick, I don't know why you're paying attention. I'll play one thing. There's something in it that I want to see whether you're going to catch it. Okay? Patrick, hopefully you get it. But what is your take, my man? This I don't know, is xenophobia or Afrophobia? What is going on in South Africa, Patrick? What is going on in Africa?
I think South Africa is reaching a point of collapse. Yeah. South Africa will fall. No, there's any quotations we don't take for joke. When people say no one is an island, no one is an island, and that's why the most powerful nations will leave their comfort zone and go to even poorer nations, because no one is an island. Now, what I see in there, rioting, looting, attacking fellow Africans, that was not what Nelson Mandela was honored for. Nelson Mandela must be uneasy right now wherever he is. And, that was not the freedom that he talked about. His message for freedom, it went across South Africa. It wasn't just about South Africans. And that's why the war honored him. The war didn't honor him because he went to jail. The war honored him because of his message on freedom and human dignity. So what are they doing now? So the only thing now, the African Union has not said anything. So let's see who suffers. Nations that have been affected by this xenophobic behavior can now begin to also deport South Africans from their countries. Okay, so South African companies operating in other countries, Nigeria has already acted. Nigeria asked MTN to leave. Imagine what it will cost that company if it should leave Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation. Imagine the economic deficit it will suffer. So, Nigeria has asked the MTN and other South African investments to leave Nigeria, and with the citizens. Other African countries still need to take that stand, whether you were affected or not. All the other 54 African countries, will come together now, put together now, and expel every South African in their country. Cut off diplomatic ties with them. Close down the embassies in your country. Record your embassies, and then leave them alone like that. Let's see how they survive it. The next thing is, what South Africa is doing is complete hypocrisy. This is South Africa that took Asia to the International Court of Justice. Not the RCJ, but International Criminal Court. For what it termed as Asia's violation of international law and human rights and killing people in Gaza. South Africa took that case to the International Criminal Court. The International Criminal Court also without looking at South Africa as a hypocrite, issue arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu. You see that? Now the international community is not beginning to understand South Africa now. That okay, at least for Israel, for war is against Palestinians. For you, your war is now against your fellow Africans. So you see the hypocrisy, and the sad part also is the government has not said anything. The government has not been able to take immediate actions that will curtail the situation. The government has not apologized to Ghana, has not apologized to Nigeria, to Namibia, and other African countries affected by this action. In fact, I feel bad when the other African, the several Nigerian, the guy refused to leave the last time, but they got a big investment. They can't say, okay, I want to leave. I want to leave. But yeah, I just want somebody who can stand up and say, this investment here, I can manage it. The guy was telling me, man, we don't care about that. We don't care. Just leave. Close down and leave. So, what country is South Africa? You have a government that is supposed to be enforcing laws on immigration. If people illegally reside in a country, who deports them? A government. Is that private citizens? They're private citizens. I've never heard in a country that private citizens, deported, an illegal immigrant. I've not heard that. But in South Africa, it's happening. Liberia now needs to also act before it gets too late. Liberia needs to get her citizens out of South Africa because we got 10 days to the June to the June deadline. Government has not said anything about the deadline given by the hooligans, and by the hooligans, and the xenophobians. The deadline given for them for all Africans to leave the country. Nobody has said anything about it. Government has not said no. We are not aware of this deadline, and everybody residing in South Africa. If you are here illegally, regular rights of status, get the right documents. If you have the right documents, remain here. You are going nowhere. There was the kind of freedom Mandela fought for. If these South Africans, the black South Africans, these gangsters, if they want to claim something, it's not from the fellow Africans. No.
Let me play the quick video so you can see what the reaction.
Yeah. It's not from the fellow Africans.
Come home. I take over the job of DSCV. When we hit back, the president of South Africa will not only talk, he will go on his knees to recognize that Nigerians cannot be intimidated, and we do not condone any war life being lost. If a crime has been committed under South African law, they have a right to bring any sort of person to justice. But to kill our people as if we are helpless, we are not. By the time we turn in the Eric Oshomole, I represent the people of Edo North. I do not intend to repeat any of the statements that have been made very eloquently by all of those who have spoken. And my point is not only informed by the fact that we were all contributors to the struggle against apartheid. I remember very well that it was because of the struggle against apartheid that a Nigerian president, then head of state, Murtala Mohammed, declared before the Americans that Henry Kissinger, who was Secretary of State, was not welcome to Nigeria. In the words of General Murtala Mohammed, he said the era of gunboat diplomacy was over. Nigeria's commitment to eradication of apartheid is not negotiable. And they proceeded to nationalize British petroleum because the British too were supporting apartheid. So I can understand the pain that where we have built relationship, today we are looked at as if we are a burden. But for me, sir, I didn't come to the Senate to lament what is not right. And I know that in diplomacy, there is the law of reciprocity. What are the issues in South Africa? The president of South Africa did campaign openly that foreigners were taking the jobs that South African people could do. That is why his hands and his legs are tied. What is my response? These Nigerians who are in South Africa, they are not there on holiday. They are there to work and to earn. And which kind of job they are doing? There are two categories. Many are traders. Others are doing maybe some high-skilled jobs. So my view is that it is time to reciprocate. This Senate should adopt a position that MTN, a South African company that is cutting away millions of dollars from Nigeria every day, that Nigeria nationalize it and withdraw its license.
Okay, Patrick. So this Hey, Patrick.
That was yes, I'm hearing you. Yeah, that was so beautiful. I mean, thank you for that highlight, CEO. That was so beautiful and thoughtful of you. Of course. You said the government is saying nothing. Okay? It's saying nothing. How prosperous is South Africa now to the extent that they can tell other African countries to leave their country? Other Africans to leave their country. If they want to claim something, it's not for if they want to claim something. If they want to claim something, it's not from fellow Africans. No. Right. I mean, but the fellow Africans aren't taking anything from them. If people are doing that to genuine business and working.
The women of our country.
Patrick, are you hearing me? You good?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Let me play a little bit of this African president and see what he has to say.
Are feeling so insecure, and rightly so. They are feeling that their lives are not well regarded and respected in our country. We cannot have a situation like that where women in our country have a sense of security. So we will be redoubling the efforts that we are making, and the Gender-Based Summit declaration and decisions are now going to have to be acted upon with greater speed and with greater determination. And our criminal justice system must now gear up, make sure that the perpetrators of these acts are actually brought to book and they are sentenced and they serve long sentences in prison, so that every man who is tempted to take action against any woman must know that they are going to be stiff sentences against them, and they will.
I think that's something. I thought it was xenophobia he was speaking about, but it's something. Well, I know he spoke on it about the xenophobia attack in South Africa for sure. Yeah. So yeah. But Patrick, go ahead and your thoughts so I can get my perspective on it.
Okay. Yeah. So if South Africans want to claim something, as I was saying, it is not from fellow Africans. Fellow Africans owe them nothing. The white men are still there in their country, dominating everything. Okay? The land, the economy, and everything that we are talking about. Oh, you see? So the white people are the fellow Africans here, are the fellow Africans that are able to attack. Imagine those guys are out of their mind. No, they're not thoughtful. Who controls the South African economy? Is that fellow African? So if they want something, if they want the economy back, they let go and dialogue with the fellow South Africans, I call it for the white population. They are the ones who control the land and the economy. They are the ones who control the country, the power of the country. For them, the South Africa, the black South Africans, all they wanted was power. And they got power. Power is not putting food on the table. All right, they got power. Yeah, they got power. Fine. They got the economy and every other thing, and the land and every other thing. Now they're crying for the fellow Africans. But I think it is time to expel them to from every African country too.
All right, Patrick, thank you. I honestly think two wrongs don't make right. But what I can say for sure, I played the video and there's a video recently I played. I said, pay attention whether you guess something there. Let me play the video again. Yes, right. Part of the reason I played that video, the government of South Africa is complicit in the crimes going on. Because when you look in that video, you got the police escorting the people and they are beating people. But what is the purpose of the police? It's to instill order. So when the police escorting vigilante groups and they are whipping people, they are beating people, what are you doing? You are complicit in the crime. It's sad. When I watched that video, I said, "But then the government is part of this thing." That's what I mean. The people are just half naked people running all in the street and vandalizing stuff. And Patrick, like you rightly said, you have the Afrikaner in South Africa. They're about what 12-13% of the population. And Patrick, they own 70 to 80% of the land. They own the economy. The people even they created their own country in country, Aronia, whatever they call that place. If for whites own it. And then we have Africans, South Africans. They are going after other Africans that are doing their businesses. The people that run the economy, they are sucking billions of dollars. You don't go after them. But you go after your fellow. See, that's if you read Carter Wilson's book, The Miseducation of the Negro, that's exactly what is going on over there, Patrick. We are miseducated. We go to the least. If you take all the foreigners of, I don't want to be called foreigners, they're Africans, they're people, they are on their own continent. Okay? Africa is for everybody. So I would say that you have the Caucasians, the Afrikaner, they are foreigners, they're the one came from other countries, they invaded the place, they took you to kill your people. Your fellow Africans, they have to come to your aid. Now you're free now. And you are beating the people that were helping you yesterday to set you free from your oppression. And the government is there sitting down and watching. The government put on security for those people to beat people on the street. That's sad. So I understand your sentiment when you say, even the Nigerian parliamentarian who say, like, we have to reciprocate. We got to do the same thing and seize their company here and nationalize it. And so it can be ours. Saying they want to go people that get weight up market, that get little, and they got a big company over there, $1 billion company in Nigeria that taking money from the people economy or other countries. The last time I checked, get over 1 million South Africans in other African countries spread across Africa. And you have the government condoning such action. I'm like, wow. It's part of that when I saw that thing, I'm like, what? Security, the police escorting the people and beating people on the street? Okay, then you have to take out the uniform and leave that job because obviously you are in the wrong area. They are. So, Patrick, we have a serious problem in Africa. And you said that AU has not spoken, AU spoke on it. They're against the idea. Yes. But again, when the government of South Africa is complicit in that crime, the only person who I see that is really vocal against it is Julius Malema. He has spoken robustly against xenophobia and any hatred of Africa for that matter. All right, that's the only person. But the rest of them, the government, like you rightly said, Ghana and other countries, they're sending planes and taking their citizens from South Africa. Imagine that. And Patrick, when you look at their prison system, because they say those foreigners, they are criminals. When you look at their prison system, that 90% of the people in prison, they are South Africans. Men are raping women. But, they do the same philosophy of your man, Donald Trump here. They take attention from the major issue and they put on that which is not the problem. That's what they do. So they take attention from it. And that's exactly what people are doing. They say, the people taking their jobs. These are Africans are not, those foreigners are not running their economy. No. That the Afrikaner that got their own country where black people can't go. That they don't want running the country. So, Patrick, I don't want to use strong word, but some of us, the African, we are very, very stupid, Patrick. We are very stupid. And the leaders, they participate in such stupidity. You know, you have law. It's anarchy. So Africa is the government is not in charge. ANC is gone. You know, they had this. You know, because they had the power sharing government right now, the DA and the ANC. You know, so apparently you got some government official, the DA, that may be pushing some of these people because they are in government. So they're pushing all the people because they want to come back to power, obviously. So Cyril Ramaphosa is there and acting all diplomatic. He's not saying, he's not taking radical action to take the people from the street. Let the security do their job. Let the immigration do their job. It's not the job of a private citizen to be roaming around in the street and catching and beating people on the street and asking people for documents. Imagine that. They got that. That's an anarchy. That's a state of anarchy. Of South Africa is in no law. The government is dead. When private citizens doing the government job, they don't see the point of having the government. You know, so it's sad. It's sad that we are talking about African solidarity and the Pan-Africanism. And South Africa did yesterday were on the yoke of oppression, and now the broadcasting it every day. You know, they don't care. The government support them, they provide security, the police escort them. Wow, it's crazy. Okay, then why are you okay? We can make the argument now. So should we tell Trump now to stop going all around in the US and looking for South Africans too, because they're taking people jobs? They are South African, they are employed here in the US. So Trump should can't go around now and start rounding them up and carrying them back home. Or the other South Africans that all in other African countries, the leaders too should go around and do the same thing. It's just ridiculous, you know. That's terrible leadership in Africa, man. Some of our countries, you know. Yo, so Patrick, it's very sad. Let's go to the next thing. I mean, my blood boiling the way we treat each other, you know. And the people that really treating you. Patrick, I always say that people, 13% of the population, they get your land. They control your whole economy. Like you said, you only have political power. You know, yeah, oh yeah, the country is free, but the people control the economy. That one, when it's all Nelson Mandela, you know, they praising him. The reason why they praise Nelson Mandela when he came from prison, they only went after political power, but they didn't go after economic power. So the people still have the power because that's the real power. So that why they pressing, they gave him that all the awards. Oh, that's it. The Mandela is because he didn't touch their power. That why the world richest man in the world now. Imagine that's what African guy Elon Musk is the first man to reach trillion. He to be a trillionaire, Patrick. That how much the people looted. But our idiot over there, fellow African, they're fighting poor people that left their country and went there and they established a little water market, and then later on they grew into a little shop. And you have a white man from your country, he worth trillion, he's a trillionaire. Patrick, I can't even wrap my head around it. Trillionaire. But it's not an issue. They don't go after that man because they know they get touched, man. The man get all the security on his side. When any attempt, they will kill you. All of the security, they will kill all of them. So they go to the poor people that have no power. Patrick, you can take all the foreigners from Nigeria. The Ghanaians, the Ghanaian president sent a plane the other day to took their citizen from there, right? Does it reduce the unemployment rate among those people, the butt naked or hard naked people in South Africa that want running around? No, they're still fucking unemployed. They're still unemployed. So it just, our people, they are being manipulated by certain people in the government. Cyril Ramaphosa over there, the guy is so weak. When I listen to the guy, like, damn, especially when he came in and Trump was demonizing him inside over there, oh, that guy's a punk. He's a huge punk. All right, man, Patrick, let's go to the next thing. The next thing that we have to discuss here, Patrick, is okay. I want you to take the quick one from here, or unless you have something to say about the African stuff. You want to say something?
It's okay. We are going to our time. Yeah.
So let's talk about this. They burning the FDA. They were incinerating some bush meat and stuff like that. I think it's a topic that you're interested in. Well, what is going on with the meat and what's going on? How do people even kill those animals? What is security doing? The FDA? I mean, it's a huge quantity. So I think I have a short video here. Let me see what I can play a little bit of that you share in the chat room. Let's see. Let me see. Hopefully the thing will be nice to me.
On the highway of the British compound, and we have already put a dry one in. I'm sorry that you need something up, but you can see it burning around. So we take this now and start to chunk it so that we can implement the wildlife conservation law.
Also, you already had the dry ones inside there, right?
Yeah, these are the dry ones. Enjoy it.
Yeah, see the fire there.
These are the dry ones.
So what are the types of animals you have here?
Yeah, we have black daggers, we have black-backed daggers, we have color balls, monkeys, and other things, which we have already confiscated and sent that you can. So we see that it should be burned. You have.
All right, Patrick, let me play the whole thing, but I mean, what is going on here? What's going on? Patrick, what is your take?
Yeah, so the situation here has to do with conservation, and it saddens all of us when Liberia or Africans refuse to think for themselves. Okay, women brought the Bible, we accepted it. It's okay, it's perfect. Women brought us modern education, we accepted it, that's fine, it's okay. Even our laws, the laws on the books in every country comes from the women. The idea was the common law, and a women's idea. We accepted everything. But some of the laws too that are brainwashing, can we accept them too? So, for example, conservation. Conservation in Europe provides an opportunity to communities. Okay, in Europe or in America, in Australia, in Asia, in a women's land, when they say this place is a protected area, you don't go here to hunt, or this particular water basin is protected. You don't fish there. And the people understand. They would not go there. They would not go there. There are two reasons why they would not go there. Either the government protecting that area provides alternative livelihood for them, or they have an income. So they're not forced to go to hunt. They have income. If you can go on, you go work. You make money at the same time. In Liberia, in the interior of Liberia, poverty is 99%. Forefathers live on hunting, they live on farming, and they live on everything. If you protect the Sinoe National Park, it is a good thing. It's a good idea. But these conservationists that come from Europe and America, certain laws that they bring here, and Liberians are not able to dissect and to evaluate the laws and say, okay, they want a good, but we can put it one in place. For instance, they say when a protected species, okay, that you kill antelope. When you kill antelope, that antelope, it should be confiscated. And when it's confiscated, it should be burned. Okay? It should burn it. when the law is also saying that, all confiscated bushmeat from protected species can be auctioned through the court. So, for example, if you are a bushmeat trader, and you get a consignment of meat, and the FDA intercepts you, and that consignment is arrested, the law provides also that meat, that consignment, will carry to the court. At the court, that the tar of the deer that was supposed to be sold for $5,000, you can sell it for $100. Yeah, or they call public auctioning. So if you sort of sell a whole deer for $7,500, you can sell it for $500. Right before you, the defendant should be sitting down. Right before you, the auction take place. After that, the money goes to recover the revenue, and then you pay your fine right there, or you are taken to jail. And that's how it used to be. Okay, I remember, in fact, at the time I used to cover the court. I was a reporter in the court. I remember, using my carton. I remember using my carton one time to buy a tar of, a tar of bushmeat. I took it home, surprisingly, and I enjoy it. You are not allowed to buy more than one item. You can buy one item because everybody has to buy. And it pains the seller. Imagine something you buy, you put about 100,000 inside, and it's so bigger than 100,000, and then it has been sold at that level, 50 to 500. It pains that person, and that person will not go back there again. They will not go back into that business again because we have already incurred a loss. But the FDA, instead of auctioning the bushmeat in the open law, they use the other part of the law that says that it should be burned. So what benefits the FDA when it burns the bushmeat? When the people are hungry, people don't have access to what? To one good meal a day. To about 3 meals a day, but that one good meal a day people have access to in this country. Good diet. I'm not talking about you cook from bottom, you put all the frozen products, you put the frozen things inside and call it food. That's what I'm talking about. But good diet. Nobody has a good diet. So people don't get protein in their body already. Then you burn bushmeat. I think the women's law should be reviewed. We too can make our own laws in our own interest. Especially when it comes to
let me understand your argument here, right? Let me follow your argument. So are you saying it's wrong for the people to have burned the meat?
It's wrong.
So it is wrong because you have to understand that's illegal, right? The meat is illegal. Is that correct?
Yes, illegal. Yeah.
Okay. So you are saying they should have sold the meat, right? Or auction it, make it cheap, right?
Book of auction.
Okay. So can you also use the same logic with the drugs that they just caught from the airport? They should also auction the drugs because it's illegal. So there are people that take drugs. So should the government also sell the drugs so the people will auction it?
So because it is illegal, because the idea of burning or auctioning is sends one message, all brought to one message, and that message is deterrence. Yeah, It's not just because
but you are saying they should auction it, so it's not deterrence. So if you're telling people, the government, to auction the meat, then you are not deterring people from committing that crime, are you?
So tell me now, if you invest 100,000 in a meat market,
let's just say illegal meat market, illegal.
Yeah, illegal meat market. If you put 100,000 in, and now and thinking that you're going to sell to make another 100,000, and then that meat is confiscated, taken to the court, right in your presence, and what you were supposed to sell $5,000 is sold for $25. The money does not go to you. The money goes to government revenue. Will you go? I mean,
so what I'm hearing from you is you want the government to be complicit in the illegal activity. That's what you are saying.
No, the government should not be complicit.
But no, I say complicit. So you are saying, okay, they confiscated this meat, so they should sell the meat because the reason why that person was doing that business, they also want to make profit, right? So you say the government should benefit from that illegal market. That's what you are saying. Because you say, oh, they shouldn't burn it, they should sell it and put the money in the government covers. Okay. So then the government is participating in illegal activity, basically. That's what you're saying.
No, the government is not participating. That's the law. That's the law.
So the law says when they confiscate meat, the government should auction it.
The law calls for public auctioning. The idea about burning came about during the Ebola time, because during the Ebola crisis, it was medically presumed or medically confirmed that Ebola travels through bushmeat and monkey, bats, and everything. So not able to distinguish between monkey meat and other meat. So when all meat confiscated during Ebola time was ordered burned. Okay, government ordered the meat to be burned during Ebola time. And since the Ebola finished, the Ebola crisis finished 2016, 2017. Imagine how many years now? They still carry on that same mental.
So Patrick, go ahead.
The point I'm making is the FDA should return to the pre-Ebola deterrence, okay, or the pre-Ebola regulation.
Okay, so they're going to start a called anti.
Yeah, it should return to the pre-Ebola regulation. Before Ebola, all confiscated bushmeat was being auctioned to the court. Before Ebola, but Ebola introduced burning.
Patrick, I think there's a problem with that. The reasoning you're pushing, even the law, if that is the law, there is problematic because you have to understand. I don't know how Liberia works, but the FDA is Food Drugs Administration, right? Yeah, so they have to even make sure certify the food before it is consumed by the public. So you are saying you have the people carry on illegal hunting. You don't know whether the food is safe for consumption. For the fact that confiscated, you are saying let it put it on the market, let people eat it. But FDA did not certify this meat, that you want people to eat. Are they clear? FDA did not clear them. So the safer thing to do for the people is to incinerate them because they are not clear by the government authority to say it's safe for consumption. So Patrick, even in America, you don't just take any animal and eat it. No,
but they help nations. We don't have Ebola crisis now.
No, but Patrick, even if it's Ebola time or not, you still have FDA. There's a reason why FDA will put in place to make sure that what the people consume is safe for consumption. So you are saying the people engage into illegal activity, kill these animals, whether they are safe. I mean, they are safe for consumption or not. You say that you just put it on the market, let people eat it.
The people are not supposed to kill animals. No, they are not supposed to kill animals. They are not supposed to kill animals. Honestly, they are not supposed to.
Yeah, but Patrick, they did it, right? Illegally, they did it.
But where unfortunately, bushmeat is confiscated, and the best deterrence and to benefit the citizens, to benefit the government, and benefit even the very FDA, is to publicly auction them.
Patrick, I don't agree with you. And the reason I don't agree with you, the man you support said the government and the foreigners, they divide the resources. So basically you are saying, let it put the money in the cover and the politician, the foreigner, they divide the money. That's what you are saying in other words. And besides that, I don't think the meat is safe for public consumption. In the context of public health, it's not safe for the people to eat.
When you were here, you did not eat bush meat?
Patrick, what I was there or not, again, I was young when I was there. I didn't know any better. But now that I know better, I said when I was there, I was young. I didn't know any better. But now that at least I know a little bit, I shouldn't do what I was doing in the 80s or in the 70s, So let's go by the regulation we put in place. Because Patrick, we do a lot of things out of ignorance, right? Because people are suffering. But Patrick, over here, somebody can hit the car. Your hair is only on camera. Patrick, somebody can hit a deer right now, and you would not see the person taking that deer and put it in the car and go eat it at home. Because you don't know the condition, the virus or what kind of thing that thing carry. You carry home, you can make your whole house sick. And so nobody takes it. Everybody will power that animal, they will not take it, But because of poverty, Patrick, we don't take our health into consideration. People are struggling. So anything that comes, they eat it. Whether it's safe for consumption or not, they just eat it. But Patrick would not apply that same logic to drugs, for example. The drugs that the drug got, Patrick would not say, let the government sell it and put the money in the Patrick will say, let it burn it. But when it comes to meat, no, let's sell our meat and put it in the government. So it's a different standard you're using. But Patrick, let discuss the last topic. That's a good one there, but I think we disagree on that one. The last one before I'm glad that your internet is fine, but let's do this, Patrick. We got our lawmakers about maybe 2.5 years now, but 2 years later, have Sinoe's legislators delivered? Let's do a performance review of our lawmaker. The Honor Joseph Brecker, we have $1.2 billion budgeted, right? What has Sinoe gained? Let's talk about it a little bit. Patrick, are you there? Patrick, camera is off. All right, let's see. Patrick will come back. His camera is off right now. So let me give my take on that while we get Patrick back on stage. Hey, Patrick. Okay, Patrick, camera is off. So I just wanted to do a reflection. Maybe Patrick will join me later to give a take on that to us. Well, I will kick him out and he can come back later if he wants to. Yeah, but I want us to do a review of Sinoe, because again, this is Voice of Sinoe, right? And so we're going to talk about, we'll do a little reflection of our lawmakers. 2 years, after some were re-elected and the new people were elected. So if you don't know the lawmakers of Sinoe County, I made a beautiful flyer so you can know them. Yeah, the lawmakers of Sinoe County. Of course, they are all men. All right. Patrick is back. Let me bring Patrick back. Yeah, Patrick, welcome back. So I will just our last, maybe if you're not talking, you put yourself on mute so we can get better audio. Yeah. So the last thing I want to talk about, it has to do with 2 years, so we can do a performance review of our lawmakers. Are they delivering? Are they wishy-washy? I mean, objective analysis, based on their job function. I don't want us to analyze or do the analysis based on what they are not constitutionally mandated to do. Okay, we are not talking about charity here. Who is doing charity work? We are doing the review from the context of their job description. Okay, Patrick is a journalist, for example. If Patrick is given a job to run a radio station, for example, how Patrick runs the play, they will know how other Patrick is doing a good job, and they're putting out quality news or information to the public. They will analyze you on that. It's not periodically Patrick will take, little change here and there and get people. We're not analyzing you from that perspective. So I want us to do the analysis based on the job description of the lawmakers. Okay. So we have our lawmakers. The 4 guys are men, I should say. No woman. Patrick just told me Sinoe County was created July 9, 1838. Since 1838, we have not had a female representative or senator. Okay, so we have these 5 men. Augustine Chie, senator. Creighton Duncan, senator. Alex Sonnenborg Noah, representative. Samson Weah, representative. And Romeo Quia, Thomas Romeo Quia, representative. So Romeo represents district number 1. Weah represents district number 2, and Noah represents district number 3. The 2 senators, they represent the entire county. Okay. So Patrick, I want us to go sequentially. If you want us to start from the senators first, I got their individual pictures as well, so we can zoom in on each of them and see what are they after 2 years of being elected. What are they performing to your expectation, to our expectation? So let's start from the senators first. Let's start from Senator Chie. Patrick, do you think Senator Chie is performing to expectations? If so, what are the bills? When it comes to representation, what is he doing? When it comes to advocacy, what is he doing? Let's hear your perspective.
Oh yeah, so to the question, Senator Chie legislatively is performing as a at a balanced equation. Yeah, he's performing at a balanced equation. Recently, I saw a post in which he highlighted the proposal of 3 bills. One talks about zero payments for emergency health conditions, emergency health cases. Okay, that is no payment before you are examined or you are catered to, in health examination if you are sick as an emergency patient. I want the bills. Another one talks about education, and another one talks about something. So when the bills are passed, education-wise, they will help. Health-wise, they will also help. But the question is, even if a patient is examined free of charge on emergency circumstances, they will still not stop him or her from paying bills. Okay, it will still not stop him or her from paying bills. Okay, so 1. 2, on the bill, I talked about the education as well. Too many compulsory education initiatives are already on the books, and yet they make no impact. For example, Ellen introduced a free compulsory primary education program. Still here, girls don't want to go to school. Boys don't want to go to school in the villages and everywhere. Okay, we are going to introduce free tuition for tertiary education in public universities. Yet, the bill, fees are being charged. Fees are being charged, and bills are piling up every day on that. So, charitable, charity in Liberia, charitable governance, I think, is not resource driven. Okay, another thing he has been able to do too that I think makes him a balanced, performer. As chairman on the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims and Petition, I think he has been able to also review, many other bills that have gone before the Senate, for consideration. Like for instance, he was one of the persons. He was one of the persons that worked on the bill that talks about the judicial reform bill. The judicial reform bill. Where just recently the Chief Justice was able to announce about judicial evaluation and performance reporting. Okay, I think he did well with that. And another thing that he also, as a senator, he has done well with again is the oversight he exercised in the Senate bill, on post autonomy. He also played a very pivotal role in that respect. And he carries a very critical voice. A critical voice also, advocates for the people and, seeks their well-being. So in that respect, in terms of lawmaking, Councilor Chie, it's in a balanced position. Representation as well too. He's always in section. I think he's also finds himself in a better position. And then oversight is where there's a problem. Yeah. Oversight is where maybe there might be a little problem, because when you have effective oversight will not call for will not promote charity. Yeah, in a system where effective oversight is prioritized, charitable lawmaking or charitable representation is all the way. So, for instance, if there are no schools or there are no seats or schools are in implementation in a particular county or in Sinoe, for example, oversight will summon the Ministry of Education to respond to that situation immediately, using government resources, using budgetary allocations to respond to that situation immediately. Oversight in job creation, for example, is where you will now go, lobby for concessions to go to the county, or maybe hold concessions in the county accountable for not doing what they're supposed to do. For example, the last time we saw contaminated water or contaminated rivers in Wakama district, or in an area, the creeks are polluted, the river sources are polluted by illicit mining or illegal mining activities. I put it that way. But advocacy has not said anything about that. And the people are there drinking better water. All right. Advocacy will also go ahead to say, the children in Sinoe Mall, for example, is out of the city of Greenville. They're far. all right, advocate for a bus for those children. The judicial, the court.
So Patrick, what I want you to do, I want you to be a little succinct because we'll have five of the guys to analyze, right? So we don't want to take all day on one person.
So our side will solve most of the problems that they are solving themselves. You know, they solve the problem. The problem they are solving, you know, shows that our side is not effective. Senator Duncan.
Okay, Patrick, before you segue, let me opine on Chi as well, right? So we can go in that order, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right. So I know you highlighted, for example, some of the laws that I'm on Senator Chi's Facebook page right now, right? That's a Facebook page, and this is what exactly your reference as, you know, proof that he is working or he is performing. Here he said, today I introduced 3 important pieces of legislation in the Senate aimed at improving healthcare delivery for the people of Liberia. Okay, so the first one, you're talking about a bill to establish free emergency and labor medical services. That's one. And then the second one, a bill to reduce public pre-school registration entitled. Okay, he got a name for that bill. And then the third one here is a bill to amend the Local Government Act of 2018. Okay, so part of the first thing here, we should you see, the last time I checked, they say public. Imagine how he said private, right? But he said public preschool. So the last time I checked, they said public school are free in Liberia. So how is it that our senator is telling us he is sponsoring a bill to reduce public preschool registration? Public, it's not private, all right? So he is reducing what does not exist. Number 2, Patrick, this has not been passed into law yet. So he cannot take credit for it. This man, you got to understand, he served before as a senator. He is in his second term now. Okay. So the man is now telling us 2 years in office, he just proposed. Proposed is not passed into law. No. So he cannot take credit. Until it passes into law, Creighton Duncan, Senator Chi cannot take credit for this. Okay. So if you go through his page, I think Senator Chi should be a blogger. All right. Because when you go, this is a lawmaker, but when you go through his page, there's something I highlighted here. I want to bring it to your attention, Patrick. All right. Hopefully it's still highlighted. The man actually threw himself on the bus. Okay, failure of leadership. Okay. Who are the leaders? He one of them, right? He get all the article. So over here, he wrote this piece. Failure of legislative oversight. He's a lawmaker, right? So the man himself is telling you, Patrick, we fail. Okay? He said failure of legislative oversight, critiquing the legislatures in action on President Boyka's multi-million-dollar 4-year housing project. So Senator Creighton Duncan, sorry, I kept calling Chi himself is confessing that he failed in his job duty. Okay? So, Patrick, I don't know, because I've been analyzing the guys in every lawmaker's has a Facebook page. They don't have, as a matter of fact, they don't have a website. Patrick, right now, I can go to each lawmaker page right now in the U.S. where I live, and you will see all the job that they are doing. But I'm on your lawmaker Facebook page right now. He has not highlighted one bill that he sponsored that passed into law and the impact of that bill on the people. He can't, nothing that all you see on Senator Chia's page, he writing all the different articles about politics and criticizing different people. That's all he does. But when it comes to his own achievement, the man wrote, he said they failed. So he's doing an analysis of his own failure. Let me read a little bit of what he wrote here. Failure of legislative oversight, critiquing the legislature's inaction on President Boyka's multi-million-dollar 4-year housing project. The doctrine of separation of powers rests on a simple but powerful principle. No branch of government should exercise public authority without accountability. Your senator is telling you the president did something and they are not holding you accountable. The man failed. The man, Senator Chie, failed the people of Sinoe County. Just the same way when he said first and he failed, he repeated, he himself telling you. Just the same way Creator Duncan told you, you know what? My county is dead. All right? So he is telling you to the job the people of Sinoe County, they're saying him to do, he failed. So he's doing his own failure analysis. That's what he's doing. He criticizing his own failure. He didn't say, I'm doing presidential failure analysis. He said legislative. That's why he said failure of legislative oversight. They failed. Part to look at your county, Sinoe County, and look at the budget. The budget increased on a job. We are increased on a what you call Joseph Boyka $1.2 billion. The same 200,000 that been going to Sinoe County are the same thing. Is that oversight? Is that advocacy? Patrick, so when it comes to representation, when it comes to making bill, when it comes to representing the people, I mean, providing oversight, the guy failed. She failed. So proposing a bill does not show that you are successful. The bill has not passed into law, so we can't count that, okay? We can't count that either. So, Patrick, let's go to the next person. Let's go to Creator Duncan. So, Chia, number one, we just analyze it. We'll show you on his own page, proving to us that he failed. All right? He has not shown us one bill that he passed. Oversight, no oversight. Nobody has been held accountable. He can't hold the president accountable for the $10 million project. He said, telling you. Then when it comes to representation, our interest is not represented because the same $200,000 that been in the budget, that the same thing there, saying you are there the first term, second term, that the same money they send to Sinoe County. So where is the representation of the people? So he failed in all categories. Let's go to Creator Duncan. That your giant here now. Let's look at your giant. What in terms of lawmaking? Again, I'm not talking about charity, right? Because in charity we can come, but we are saying what we sent him in the Capitol building to do. Is he making laws? What are the laws? What are the impact of those laws on the people? Is he providing oversight? How is he providing oversight? Is he representing our interests? If so, what has he done in that area? Please, let's go to Creator Duncan.
All right. So Duncan has been very dramatic. And I'm amazed, honestly. He has been a better senator than he was as a representative. Yeah, that's one thing. I must acknowledge that.
How so?
Come on.
How has he been a better senator than a representative?
Good. I will come in. Lawmaking, Senator Duncan has also been very magnanimous and very up to the task. In fact, his most recent instrument, co-sponsor instrument, talks about the creation of two magisterial posts in each electoral district. I appreciate that because as big as Sinoe is, as large as that district is, that vast land with so much human beings over there, they don't get a magisterial court. That's so sad. They gotta come all the way to Johnson, yeah, they don't have. Then Wakaba, you see, Wakaba, as big as that district. So having a magistrate court for Sinoe, because I know the two districts will definitely go to magistrate to Sinoe and Wakaba, because Johnson has a court, Sinoe has a court, 31 has a court. So Sinoe does not have a magisterial court. I'm not sure. I've not gone to Sinoe before, but I'm not sure it has. I'm not sure it has. Wakaba does not have a magisterial court.
I'm not sure it has. So that bill, of course, about our Dunkins, Duncan is something that is so,
But has that bill passed into law?
It will pass into law. It will pass.
Oh, it will. So it has not passed. So it's not achievement. Let's go to the next one. You say will pass, so it has not passed. What else has he done?
Will pass into law.
Patrick, you say will pass, so it has not passed into law yet. So what? So we can't count it as success. Patrick is in school. He has not gotten a degree. We can't say Patrick got a degree. We can't give him as a credit. So Creighton Duncan proposed a bill to get courts in the county so they can take people to court. Okay, he has not passed into law. It's not an achievement. What has he done next?
Okay, so besides that, he also work on other instruments. Legislatively.
When you say other, what are they? Patrick, been vague. What when you say other legislative instruments? What are those things?
Okay. So, Senator Duncan. Senator Duncan.
Patrick, it should be very easy for you to do. You shouldn't be struggling because you say the guy is transforming Sinoe County, so you shouldn't struggle to say what he has done.
No, I don't work in his office, but what I've been reading. Okay, I'm talking from what I've been reading now. So the Youth and Cadet Act, of course, the Youth and Cadet Act also. Senator Duncan, I think it's a good one as well.
Did it pass into law?
If pending the passage of that particular bill,
Patrick, let's bring something else. You are not giving me achievement yet.
I'm telling you, pending the passage of that bill, the government is already executing a significant portion of that bill already. Yeah, government is already executing. So therefore lawmaking. Oversight.
No, Patrick, that's not. It did not pass, so you can call law because you're putting it in a basket of achievement. It has not been passed into law yet. Huh?
It will be passed. It will definitely be passed.
Okay. Number 2, it will be passed. Okay, let's go to the next one.
So look at the oversight. Oversight. Senator Duncan has been a firing senator. I mean, I think he has performed very excellently in this regard.
So Patrick, let educate our people. What does it mean to provide oversight?
Okay, to provide oversight is to ensure that what is meant to be done. Okay, what is meant to be done, you ensure it is done, or you ensure it is highlighted. So that's oversight. Oversight is to supervise. It's a supervise. It's a monitor. Okay, it's a monitor. It's to keep it. It's to keep in check. Or keep in check, or is to make sure that you become the satellite. Okay, to keep surveillance. Something. That's oversight.
Yeah, you're on point. They say to provide oversight means to monitor, to supervise, review, and hold people or institutions accountable to ensure they are performing their duties properly, legally, and effectively. All right. So let's see what Creighton Duncan is doing in that area.
Yeah, so oversight with respect to the mining sector is on point with that. He's ensuring he wants to make sure that Liberians enjoy the benefit of their resources, their natural resources, and I think the government is beginning to listen to him. I mean, the last time the former mines minister was giving him a tip on the back, for everything that he's been saying.
Are you there, Patrick? Patrick is frozen there. Yeah, he's been glitching out today. So now let me. So while we are waiting for Patrick to come back, you see when you want to, because these lawmakers, let's see, Patrick is back. All right. Patrick will try again. Let's see. All right. So, you see, in order to know what a lawmaker does or whether he's doing good or not, you have, because the reason you have these virtual spaces, which is called the Facebook page and the internet or your website, is to go there and obtain information as to the performance of the lawmaker, what the lawmaker has been doing, the engagement with the people, and some of the things, the representation, the law he's passed, all those things are listed on his Facebook page or on his website. Number one, Creighton Duncan does not have a website. Okay. So when you go on the Senate website, you will not even, your Facebook page, you will not see any law there for Creighton Duncan. Okay. I am on Creighton Duncan personal, not personal, they say office. Okay. The office page, Facebook page, right? It's right here. Office of Senator Creighton Omen Duncan, right? That his Facebook page. And when you come here, you can see his campaign activities because he wants to be president, right? So you see all the campaign activities that Creighton Duncan here. Here that a birthday here. Okay. Let's go. We'll power the birthday. That birthday, social birthday post you can see here right now. Happy birthday. That's what we are seeing on Creighton Duncan page. All right. Over here, Senator Creighton Duncan celebrate his 62nd birthday. All right. They got all the people together. All right. Here, Patrick posted, celebrating him. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going right on his page and see what I will get information there about Creighton Duncan, what he has done. Okay. You see other days. Let me go back to my video to see what I'm there. I'm just going through their pictures, right? And see what he had done over here. This one, Pastor Patrick posted happy birthday. Celebrate birthday, that Creighton Duncan birthday, who did everything that walk over the Facebook page. This one of the campaign activity. I think Patrick is back. Let's see. Let me add Patrick there. But Patrick, just hold on a second. You can put yourself on mute for a second. I'm just going through the lawmaker page and see what I can see. Any achievement that he posted here. This one is a release, Senator Duncan continuous economic liberalization and political sensitivity. Okay, he's doing politics here, all right? So he's not doing anything for our people. His campaign, the 2029 campaign, he's doing here. The job that we gave Creighton Duncan, we are not seeing anything yet, okay, on his page. Today we celebrate the life of our leader, okay? It's about our birthday. Over here, the man making noise. You go over there and it's about the white people, they're doing this and they're stealing money, but he can't talk about it on. Anyway, to us. So if you look on Creighton Duncan page, we don't see any. Okay, over here we're seeing something. All right, let's see what this is. All right, let's see what this is. Over here on Creighton Duncan page, you can see here the road. It was February 16, 2026. Submission of proposed act for the establishment of the Sinoe County Technical and Vocational Educational Training Center. Okay, it's a proposal. All right, it's not a bill. It has not been passed into law. It is not yet benefiting the people. All right, no technical college in Sinoe County or center in Sinoe County. So we cannot count it. Excuse me. Achievement for Creighton Duncan. No. Now, what I can count for sure as accomplishment for Creighton Duncan is what he himself told us. All right, Patrick. Let's listen to Creighton Duncan himself as accomplishment for what he has done for us. Right here. Let's get to Creighton Duncan here. What did he say to us? Let me put this one. I got a bunch of them here, but I don't know which one to even start with. Let's put this one. What Creighton Duncan said to us.
Economic life in Sinoe County. Which part of the district are ready? What is your economic activities if I want to move to Sinoe?
Basically, the county is a dead county, totally dead, no life. People are just pretending to live. The so-called logging companies that are into the county are exploiting the forests. Our county, since I became representative, the county have never received a dime from any government as part of some compensation for cutting our trees down in the county. The county has never. We only see those trees on the on those trucks, those log trucks, passing in front of our citizens, damaging our roads, going to the port and shipping out of the port. We also see a port that I had to go shouting in front of the.
Okay. Patrick, that's your lawmaker talking. Creighton Duncan is telling us, he's making report. They're asking a question. He said, you know what? Since I began, Senator, a dime has not gone to Sinoe County. Dime. For as compensation for cutting down our trees. He said the place is totally dead. He said no life. The people are damaging our roads. That Creighton Duncan reporting to us. He represents Sinoe County. But he said nothing going on there. So Patrick, I don't know. When he says Creighton Duncan is doing something, let's listen to Creighton Duncan again. What he said.
So with all of these things, yes, corruption is vast. But if you only set your mind to corruption, you are going to miss the nitty-gritty of what is really, because if you can use your own resources, all the years of 6 years, 7 years at the central bank.
All right. The man said corruption is vast. When you go to the nitty-gritty, when you go to the beginning of the beginning, the problem is that the white man is the problem. That what according to Creighton Duncan, that the white man is the problem for which Sinoe County is dead. That he is not doing anything for his people. He's taking 20% of the share, but the white man he blaming. Okay, that Creighton Duncan there. All the years you were at the central bank, what did he do? All the bosses that Creighton Duncan worked with, he can't speak to them anymore. He can't speak to Mel Jones. He can't speak to Milton TIJ. All the people, he only uses people to get what he wants, and that's it. That's the kind of man. So let's listen to what he's saying here again.
Many times you think that we are so corrupt, we're eating all your money, so that's why your life is not changing. I want to agree with you partially, but that only 20% of the stealing that everybody's stealing is responsible for you to be poor. 80% of the reason you are poor is not the corruption that you're talking about every day. It's only 20%. 80% of the reason that you're suffering, that you can't change the place you live in. Your community can't change. The same what house you in, the same house, the same condition from pa to son, from son to grandson and great-grand. What they do, they make.
So that Creighton Duncan there for you again. All the stealing, he broke it down for you. You fancy language. All the stealing that everybody's stealing. Patrick, I don't know whether you part of the stealing. Hopefully not, but he said everybody, So hopefully you are not one of the rogue. But Creighton Duncan say he is a rogue. He steals from the Liberian people. Okay? He's a rogue. He did not steal 1%. He did not steal 2%. He did not steal 3%. He did not steal 4%. He did not steal 5%. He did not steal 6%. He did not steal 7%. Creighton Duncan said he's been stealing up to 20% of the resources, Patrick. That's what Creighton Duncan told you. 20%. And you say, you know what? 20% is enough for me. Foreigner, you'll take the other one. Patrick, you get nothing. The regular citizen, they get nothing. They just divide between him and the foreigners. All right? And then he turns around and bash the white man. That the white man the problem. He took the black man into slavery for 300 years. But Creighton Duncan, you have been in charge of your country. Your forefather from 1847 up to you now in power. And you still blaming the white man? That the white man in charge of your country? You are in authority now as the leader of your country. Creighton Duncan still blaming the white man. That's what they call scapegoatism. All right? You find a scapegoat when you are failing your people. You find a scapegoat. That's what Creighton Duncan is doing to Patrick. And Patrick will say, oh, the man is honest. The man telling me he's stealing. That's a good thing. Instead of Patrick agitating and telling the young people, we have to agitate for this man to be removed from power because he's not the right person for us. He's telling us he's stealing from us. He got 20% of the stealing in the country. No, but Patrick saying, you know what? The man is doing good. Then the man turned around and said, Patrick, no, your country is dead. Since I began representing how many years ago, dime has not gone to your county. But Patrick said the man is doing well. Patrick, the man failed. This Creighton Duncan failed you. The man failed us. And let us be brave enough and tell the rogues. I'm not making it or that man told us he's a rogue. Let's tell the rogue, like you don't belong in our office, Creighton Duncan. You are a rogue. You confess to us that you're stealing 20% of our resources. The man is a rogue. He's a criminal. He confessed himself. So, Patrick, why are we pressing these people? Why are we pressing them? You know what it means, Patrick? The people entrust you, they entrusted you with power. 6 years. And you sponsor no bill to your credit. And the people pull you back again and you telling them, you know what? I'm stealing from you. 20% of the stealing. I get it. We don't want to do it. We rogues. We are a bunch of criminals. That's what I'm telling you here. I just breaking it down in simple terms, but he blunt about it. He said the stealing that everybody's stealing, including his very self. So Patrick, the man failed. Let's go to the next person, unless you want to come back and support things more. But the man himself, I don't know that your word I should take greater than your word. But the man say he failed you.
No. I mean, you're being unfair to our Duncan, man. The man, look, one day, sit down with the veteran or the patriot and ask him, say, how is service in Liberia? Public service. So Duncan has not failed, and he's now going to fail. He's delivering on exactly what was in that time.
Patrick, what is it? The man just probably you against you. We take your words or we take the man's word.
Just read. The man introduced a bill to create the scientific and vocational training center, right?
It has not been passed into law. So Patrick, everything you have told me, it will. That's what you've been saying.
And the last time I checked, I just told you that the donkey was the one who caused that port to be running better today. Every good thing we don't see at that port now. So Donkey was the one who went there, saw all the bad things that were there, all the ugly things, the way the port was being, the way people was vandalized and was in ruin. He said, no, I can't take this. I'm broken. No,
Patrick,
I feel pity.
I don't want
I'm burning the city. He went to the Senate floor.
Go ahead. Your internet is not good. Let me not interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but Patrick, but you can't do that. You got to give the credit to either A, Xavier Talley, or B, the president. Okay? Hold on. Let me make my point. Creighton Duncan came to power as a sedition. When Sonny Boy Noah was breaking the port down, that man was a lawmaker. He said nothing about it. They looted, Sonny Boy Noah was looting that place for 6 years. Creighton Duncan said nothing because him and Sonny Boy Noah, they were in bed at the time. So he said nothing until Xavier Talley came, before when Joseph Barker came to power. That time they started to pay attention to the port of Greenville. So how can you take credit or give to Creighton Duncan or credit that he does not deserve? The credit rightly belongs to Xavier Talley or the president of the Republic of Liberia. Joseph Barker will give it to him. But we can give it to Creighton Duncan, who were in power as representative and said, yeah. So you can do that.
I agree with you. I agree, but it is an oversight. It takes credit for oversight. I'm saying.
Who did he invite to the Capitol building? Patrick, how much did he allocate for the renovation of the port? How much did he put in the budget?
No, well, it's not in the NPS employ, but at least he brought it to the attention.
Patrick, so on a job we have for 6 years, he bring it to the poor attention. Joseph Prekins doing the way you want. No, he can't give credit to what he does not deserve credit for the port of Greenville. That we can't do that. But let's wrap it up. Let's talk to your man Romeo Kuya. Is he succeeding?
Yes. Romeo is succeeding.
Patrick, you're a funny guy. Go ahead. Do you say your own? Say my own. Let tell the success of Romeo Kuya.
Romeo is succeeding. I think Romeo is one of the few lawmakers that are years to constitutional leadership. Yeah, even though people say,
what is constitutional leadership? My man, so I use all defensive jargons. What is constitutional leadership?
Yeah. For example, what the Constitution mandates him to do, what he was elected to do, exactly. Just as the Constitution spells it out. I think that's why people see it. And so because he proceeds in line with the constitutional mandate, it appears to many people that he's not working because he's not too much involved with charity. And Romeo is not dedicating projects here and there. So it appears like to people that he's not working. But when it comes to a year and to constitutional mandate, what you are supposed to do as a lawmaker, Kuya is really on point. He got several instruments that he has introduced legislatively. His oversight, the last time he was on GVR back, to resolve a conflict between GVR and the communities. In fact, just recently again, he put a bill he put a communication on the floor to invite GVR to come to the House of Representatives to show cause to explain why they have not been able to commit themselves to implementing the things they agreed to do for the people. Yeah, and so Kuya has been on point. Legislatively, he has been on point in terms of representation. He's been on point in terms of oversight.
So Patrick, just to be clear, just since Romeo took power as representative, what has changed in District Number 1?
Oh, but many things have changed.
Yeah, just give her one.
Many things have changed. In District Number 1, by July, the District Number 1 area will be fully electrified.
Patrick, I said, what has he done? He said, right now, he's telling me, because July is not here. Patrick, I said, what has changed? Then you're telling me what will change.
Hello, yeah. You said we should do everything possible to avoid personal charitable achievements.
Yeah, so I was asking in the context of his job responsibility, what has changed inside of that? What has changed? But you're telling me what will change. You said July. July is not here.
Yeah, but it changed. It works. To work only for 2 years.
Actually, he been there for 2 years. What has changed in Sinoe County? I'm not saying what will change in July.
Okay, what has changed? Now, before he took office, sea erosion was a nightmare for the people of Sinoe or Greenville. Sea erosion was a nightmare. Now, in 2 years, the coastal defense project that is now meant to stop the sea from coming to the people is in full swing. Achievement. achievement. In Greenville as we speak, through his oversight as the representative of the area, working with the local authority, Greenville district, I mean, all the streets are now open, expanded, renovation of major public buildings are ongoing through government funded, initiatives and everything. That's oversight. Representative of the place. What has changed? What has changed? What has changed? I mean, the students just recently, just concluded a WAS, as a representative of the area, in Greenville district precisely, it ensured that the students were adequately prepared, working with the various school authorities, especially from a public school perspective, and yes, for example, the last time I started more school here, when he promised to provide the PPEs, for the students at the technical college, the technical area there, he was to make some interventions there, and the students are on course of that. Yes. What has changed?
So, but Papa, you're talking about charity now. The charity you're talking about. What would say we should not talk about?
No, legislatively. Yeah. What has changed? Too many things. Like, for example,
on a monthly basis, how many jobs are created in District Number 1 on a monthly basis?
Well, GVR right now, if you check GVR job creation list now, GVR in the last couple of months or couple of 2 years, GVR has employed, over 500 persons. All right. That's what the lawmaker is sort of be doing.
So, so on a monthly basis, they employ 500 persons, because I say on a monthly basis, how many persons are getting employed?
No. The companies don't do a monthly employment like that. No.
Okay, quarterly. How many citizens of Sinoe County are employed?
Yeah. At least here district in the last 4 quarters, at least we can estimate at least 100 persons getting employed.
But he left full, my man. He left full. Yeah. The last time I checked, that's the most populated part of Sinoe County, District Number 1. Yeah. And you say 100%.
Because you agree with me too now. Lawmakers are not job. Lawmakers don't on their own, create jobs or.
But how do they facilitate the creation? Because they create the proper instruments that will create job, or they go into contracts that will create job for the people, right? But we don't have nothing like that. The unemployment rate. What is unemployment rate in Sinoe County?
The unemployment rate. The employment rate stands at about in Sinoe. It stands about 75%.
But in America, during the Great Depression, while it was 25%, so you got 70%. That what is that? It beyond depression, my man.
No, sure. Our people, to be frank, employment for our people in this country, nobody should lie or exaggerate anything to say more people are employed. No, not at all. I cannot. The only thing I cannot afford to do here is to dishonestly lie to say that people have jobs in abundance. No, but what I can say here, through his oversight and advocacy, working with the concessions in his area, especially in his area, has been able to get some people employed. Also recommending people to other, institutions for employment has also been achieved. But but we can't say this to a maximum level, and people everybody is rose. No, definitely not. Then, but you can come and report. Provide a report, no problem. But I think it's fair enough to say so.
So Patrick, all the lawmakers of Sinoe County, they are failure. All of them. Patrick, you know how I know they are all failure? Patrick, since Ellen Johnson said they seen $200,000 I've been going to the county. That the same money being sent on these guys. Watch. Now how I know they feel. Patrick, if I put you in charge of the platform and you leave it or you been in power and nothing has changed, it's been the same way, you are not working, Patrick. You are not doing anything. You are just occupying space. So Patrick, these guys, they came to power and the people were getting that county $200,000. And that money can go up, even though the national budget grew to $1.2 billion. They are not working for that people. What are they doing? Why is it that, Patrick, your budget grew, but your county budget cannot grow? The lawmakers, their budget growing every fiscal year, but the county development budget, it remains the same. They are not working. No, you are not advocating for your people. That's what it means. It's not rocket science, Patrick. We're not doing epistemology here. It's clear that the guys are not doing what they're supposed to do for their people. When Patrick gave me $20 and I can't grow that $20, I mean, next time, Patrick, you're not giving me another money because you have to multiply that $20 to make it $40, to make it $50 that I know you're working. But when you give me $200,000, sent 1847, and that same amount is still being given to the people, and you said Creighton Duncan and Romeo Quia and Chia, they are working. Sonny Boy, Noah, they are not working. No, they are not working. Look at the budget. Every year, Patrick, look at the budget is growing. All right? But the county development budget is not going up. Okay, how do you develop the county, Patrick, when your county development is, the key word there is development. How do you develop your county when your county development budget is not growing? How do you carry on development? When you are doing the same thing over and over and you want to get different results, no, you'll get the same result. You're not going to get different results. So those are the indicators how you rate the guys, okay? When it comes to legislative funds, they gave the guys legislative funds. Let's play one of their colleagues, what their colleagues said. All of them received the money. Let's play one of them and see what he said.
All is not settled yet. That people like you are the people who are the red wings people on the right side of Rachel Cohn, and you continue to intimidate others, and some of your colleagues complain they don't have their project money. Some of you are with the regime, and so you're smiling.
And I still say, and I will say again, it's unfair for people to say that they don't have their project money. I would say unfair. Very unfair. To this government, if I say it's very unfair. Yeah.
What do you mean? When you say unfair, but the people ain't getting it, what they want to say?
I think I want to say it's unfair. It left with them to deal with the citizens in the district, but it's unfair, very unfair.
No, Prince, you got to decode.
So what do you think? What do you think I'm getting all the money to do project? I know I have a lot of money from my own pocket, right? But there will be some startup from somewhere that will start with and we start working on other things. Nobody shouldn't support the government name.
No, but so what you trying to say? Everybody receiving their own money?
Chief, of course. Leave them with the conscious. Leave them with the people. I'm serious.
I'm breaking news here.
I mean, where I stop. I think I said this in the other time. And some law.
The guy that their colleague, the man said all of them received their legislative fund. I mean, your man on the screen that he told you want to use the money to build a library for the children. Where is the library? Nothing. The man is confident that it has been very, very unfair to the government, all the guys that receive the legislative funds. But what can Romeo Quia show in district number 2 or district number 1? Zero, zilch, nada. Okay? So, Patrick, those are the indicators. So the last 2 lawmakers or 3 will defer them to our next show. So we won't want to be here all day. But the first 3 that we gave, they are failure. They are failure. The man they put a man in charge, for example, to allocate new electoral district. The man divided the food and left it said out. It was later that people start making noise. Rubio, he left her and then he went back to the drawing board. So the guys that just stood up, man, you know, the man was a development superintendent. He failed. him and TIJ, they were indicted for, I mean, taking our money, you know, development money and those things. They are all in the reports. You know, so Patrick, I don't know, we continue to recycle people that fail us, and that's a problem. Patrick, when you keep recycling failure, what you want to get is failure. All right? You got to try new people with new ideas. Ask Romeo Quia, what is its vision for the people? He says the same old thing like Joseph Boyka. Well, what used to happen in 1970? Oh, let's get machine on the road and patch the holes. But that is not a vision for your country in 2026. All right? People are building massive freeways all over the world. I mean, even in Africa. And somebody talking about putting machines somewhere so they can patch hole. Those are people that have no vision for their country. All right? So you need new people, new thinkers, Patrick. So, but Patrick, we've been here for a long time. And I want you to give a closing thought. But the last two lawmakers, Sonny Boy Noah and your man Samson Weah will defer them to the next show.
All right, thank you, CEO. Again, let me say belated happy birthday to you. And I mean, thank you for your service to the community, the service of humanity, and everything you continue to do and demonstrate in the cause of the people. Thank you so much. Listen, thanks to your wife too for making you a complete husband. I know you still carry some shyness from childhood. I know you're a good shy guy. Yeah. So again, I want to emphasize the 2026 convention of the USAA. It's not far from you. The obligations are highly needed to be met, and everything so far. July 9 is in the canon for Sinoe County homecoming celebration. If you are in the diaspora, wherever you are, please make it a duty for the celebration, to turn out for the celebration, and make your contribution with, to the steering committee and everybody else. And let's celebrate together. I want to say we'll be back next Saturday. Our time has changed. Inform all our followers and those who have listened to us. Please inform all the people that you know that our time has changed.
So, Patrick, out of curiosity though, with the celebration that is coming, what exactly are you guys celebrating? You have you have a county that has been existing since 1838. You said no road, no electricity, no safe drinking water, no jobs. I mean, what are you guys celebrating here?
We are celebrating our existence, as a county, our survival as a county, our diversity, our reintegration. Our reintegration, and our brotherly love, and everything that makes us Sinoe.
Okay. You guys astronomically high on poverty, but you're celebrating. But that's what you guys want to do. Yeah. But I want Patrick, I will celebrate when I see there is no unemployment rate inside Sinoe County. When I see those nice beaches, they are all being used as recreation, being used as business area. People, got all skyscrapers all over the place, man. You got the roads. You don't have to be going and stay on the road for days or hours. Something you can take for 30 minutes or 20 minutes. No. And when I start seeing those things, when Patrick can, tomorrow Patrick can say, I go for vacation to the US, I go just come back and come to my country. You don't have to, wait for US visa, for example, apply to leave your own country, all the different things. The country is, I don't see anything going on there, man, Patrick. It's sad.
So again, our followers, next Saturday, please catch us at 4 o'clock Liberian time, at 11 a.m. Eastern Central Time, for the edition of our show. Thank you so much for always showing up and always supporting. If you want to come on the show, can reach out to the CEO or reach out to me, and we can schedule you to come on the show. Thank you for following this edition.
All right, Pedro, thank you, man. I'll catch you next. I mean, maybe it's our schedule change. The attendance today was not too good, but let's keep working out there, and see how it plays out moving forward. But I think we changed our day, or I know it's the time we got on. It's the issue. I don't know, but we're going to work on that. Yeah. But that being said, man, enjoy the rest of the day, man. The viewers, the comment. I saw our former superintendent, Lee Namwichi, commented. Thanks for following. And all of you that follow the show, want to say thank you so much. And we're going to catch you next week. Yes, thanks for following us. And we're going to see you next week on VOSD. All right. And don't forget to share the show, man. Please, when you get on, don't forget to share the show with your friends. That's something we want to really appreciate when you were to do that for us. Yeah, I downloaded some stuff here that I wanted to. All right. That is it. And I'm just looking for something to put here. Yeah, to close it for the day. Yeah, I think I need this one. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and subscribe to our YouTube page, The Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, and we will catch you again next week.
The Kulemo boy alongside Prince Neil Tari on this wall. I'm there for you, yeah.